This air show, my family and I have been coming here since they started flying airplanes here years ago. And so it's a tradition. Without the cochlear implant, I could visually enjoy the air show, but I couldn't hear anything that was happening. And it was very sad because part of being at the air show is enjoying the sounds of it. The day that I lost my hearing was horrible. I went to bed on July 3rd, 2009, and I could hear normally. I woke up on July 4th, 2009, and I was a deaf individual. And so it was very horrific going to sleep, waking up and not being able to hear again.
When Don lost his hearing, it affected all of us as a family more than I really thought it ever would. We couldn't communicate. There was no, I mean, I even tried pen and pencil and he would get angry and say, no, I won't do that. And we tried yelling at each other and short sentences, and then it just became where my son and I would communicate, and he would be frustrated and we would all be frustrated, and we just didn't talk for a while. I mean, it was like you'd pass each other and wave, and that's about it. When Don received his cochlear implant, his quality of life went way up. He became more confident in himself because he could hear. The world was the world again. It wasn't a silent place that you were shut out of.
I love the vintage airplanes because the sound that they make is absolutely unique. And the newer aircraft, they're all jet airplanes. A lot of them sound alike. But with these vintage airplanes, when they fly over, you can tell by the sound what the aircraft is. And that's what makes MED-EL so great, is I can hear what the sound is, so I can identify the airplane just like I used to before I lost my hearing. Deciding on a cochlear implant was an obvious choice because I had almost no hearing. I had 5% of hearing left in my ear. So the cochlear implant was not a tough decision at all. It was a very easy decision. What manufacturer was initially a very difficult decision. I chose a MED-EL because what I believe that MED-EL gave me was the best opportunity to comprehend hearing. I could hear all kinds of sounds. I needed to be able to understand them, and I felt MED-EL offered that opportunity better than any other manufacturer. I was initially told that if I had a cochlear implant, I would, at a top performer, I would gain 80% of normal hearing back. I was determined to surpass that, and currently on my last audiogram, I tested at 88%. The cochlear implant has given me that opportunity to communicate. And one of the things that I do in my profession as a sales manager is talking with customers. And frequently that's on the telephone. And so having the ability to communicate in person and via the telephone, which is one of the most difficult things for implant users, and to be very successful at that has allowed me to continue my career. The cochlear implant has given me my life back. I frequently have had emails from potential candidates, and the feeling of isolation, which is self-inflicted because of the lack of hearing, makes it very difficult. And so without the implant, I wouldn't have quality of life.